brush, a small bowl of water, Kleenex or toilet paper, and from your kit you're going to find one of two color mixing pages. So on your sheet you'll see that the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Our palette is a little bit more sophisticated. We have the warm and the cool colors of each of the primary colors. For example, I have a cool lemon yellow and I have a sunny warm yellow. To get started, I'm going to take my brush and swim it around in the water bowl. And what I'm going to do is drop a little bit of water on top of each of my colors. It doesn't matter which, I'm just adding a little bit of clear water to each of the colors. And this reactivates our paint. If you remember in the first part of the video, I said that our colors started out as liquid in small tubes and then we let them dry into little cakes. Also with watercolors, we like to start with the lightest color first. So I'm just going to take my brush and I'm going to fill in the yellow pie. I have decided to use the flat brush, which is the one that's a little bit bigger and has kind of a rectangle shape on the top. And while I do this, I figure I will stay in the lines, and that really just gives me an excuse to practice how to move the brush. I can use the brush on its edge and get a really, really fine point, or I can actually use the flatness of the brush to get a nice broad stroke in here. So there's my yellow. I'm going to swim my brush back in the water bowl again. And this time I think I'm going to go in with the reds. So just choose one of the reds that you like. And one more time. Once you have that activated, you may have a little bit of liquid sitting in that well. I'm just going to come back to the pie. I'm going to turn the page, whatever makes me feel comfortable. I can take my brush up on the edge to get right up into that corner. And I think I'm just going to use my brush on the edge and come right down that line. Just like I had a fine tipped pen. I think I'm going to keep my brush on the edge and come right down this other line like that. This blue looks quite dark, but now that I've added the water to it, I've actually got a nice cerulean blue color, kind of a sky blue color. I'm going to take that again. Again, I'm going to use my brush, my flat brush, not on the flat part, but on the edge. And that gives me the ability to make a fine line. I can stay in the lines. I'm going to lift up when I get to the edge. I'm going to come down like that. Just turning my page to wherever feels comfortable. I'm going to come down all the way on the edge, all the way around here. And there we have the primary colors, the yellow, the red, and the blue. Now for the bottom pizza, it asks us to mix our primary colors, and when we mix our primary colors, the result is a broader rainbow range of secondary colors and primary colors. So there we are, we've got the yellow like that. Now it says the yellow plus the red is going to give me the secondary color, which is the orange, and this is where the magic happens when you're working with colors. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to bring it into the center of the well. Now with the lightest color, you're always going to need more light color and very little of the darker color. So my red is also activated. I'm going to just pick up the smallest amount of red and mix it with my yellow. If the color's too light, I can add more, but I'm pretty happy with it. Now what I'm going to do actually, I'm just going to take the Kleenex and clean out the center of the well. Just like that. And I'm going to complete the project by going in and taking the red and using my brush on its edge again so I can complete the lines and stay in the lines. Take it right down like that. brushwork and things like that is just practice. The next one says red and blue equals purple. So what I'm going to do here, I've mixed my red. I'm going to bring my red into the mixing bowl right here, into the mixing well. I'm going to choose the dark blue, because actually I know from experience when I look at these blues that this dark blue is going to make the nicer purple. Okay, so now I have the red in the center of the mixing well, and I'm adding the blue to it, and I have this nice violet color. And there we are. So now I have the red and the blue equals this nice purple color. I have one more to go. I'm going to clean up the center of the well again. Here we go. So I'll have a nice clean start again. Now we have to get to the green. So I can tell by this little pie chart that the blue and the yellow together are going to make the green. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, and I'm going to pull the yellow into the center of the mixing well. And like I said to you before, you're going to need more of your lighter color. So I'm going to need more of the yellow and just a little bit of the blue. Now, to me, it doesn't really matter which blue I use. So maybe I'm going to go with the light cerulean blue again. See if I can get a nice bright green color. And there you have it. You have this nice bright color. There, so we did two things. We picked up some brush skills, and now we know how to make a rainbow of colors from